Yeah, it's okay. I got it. Bah. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be with you in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another episode of Mute You, the Chop Sports Daily, coming to you live from the Flipping Made Easy studio. That's right. They make it easy to flip houses over at flippingmadeeasy.com. Flipping Made Easy studio in Matawan, New Jersey. Soggy, crappy-ass Matawan, New Jersey. This is why we don't get a Yankee game today. We'll get more into that in a little bit. But it is Sturch, it is Gooch, and we are broadcasting to you live today from the Cabinet Creations Sports Desk, which looks better and better by the day. I mean, with the lighting, and everybody seems to like that. Somebody called it, we were paying homage to The Undertaker. I guess this is blue behind us, but if it comes off a little purple, then I understand, but I still think it looks badass.
It is badass, and we have several different colors. I honestly,
we can do it on the fly.
I watched back yesterday, and I felt like we missed the opportunity to change it to yellow for the Bananas interview. But next time, which there will be a next time.
There will be, because I was getting texts at 2 a.m. from our boy. He's like, "Bro, great show. Let's have you guys back. We'll have you guys down there." So now we got to look into that. We might have to look into other chips coming up all of a sudden out of nowhere, but that would be fun. But anyway, it is Sturch. It is Gooch. It is. Listen, it's opening day, so. What we have some adjustments today.
Yes, Rob makes the opening day roster because Dina is not behind the glass today. Rob is the one that's producing the show because Dina's got a work meeting.
Yeah, Dina had a work meeting. She comes up to me at like 10:30 and she's like, "Hey, listen, I hate to do this right now, but." And I was like, "Well, that's why we got Rob. Wrestling Rob has been a producer in training, the assistant producer.
He gets right into the meat of the lineup. He's batting fifth today, ladies and gentlemen, and he is a lefty. You're lefty. You swing lefty, Rob?
Do you swing lefty?
Swing both ways. Sometimes,
he said he's a switch hitter, folks. Rob is in fact a switch hitter, both sides of the plate. If you catch my drift,
holler at your boys. Anyway, we also have A4 in the house sitting in the chair yonder. Hopefully his bowel movements hold up today, and he doesn't have to leave. Yesterday when I said that,
Dave's on his third cup of coffee.
No, just
got to worry about
I'm actually
his own bowel movements at this point in his many days.
I would say right now that I don't want to be too caffeinated today. I do want to tail off at the end of the day because I want to sleep on a very, very long travel night that I have. So while everybody's snoozing in their beds, I'll be in the air, in the sky. I'm going to Alaska tonight. I stop over in Seattle first. And then I'll be there for a little while. So Bailey, holler at your boy, go past security, grab some beers with me. Like, I don't even know what time it's going to be over there. Probably like 10, 11 o'clock at night. But then I get into Alaska like 2 a.m. But over here, you'll be getting up for tomorrow's show as I touchdown Alaska.
All right, cool. So I'll send you the link and then you could just go in and add the write-up.
Yeah, so you basically want me to go to work.
I'll let you have your
I'm going to bring my laptop. No. I'm going to be doing a lot of work in the air.
When you're in the air is when I fully expect the show to be
I could put together the show in the air.
No, I'm not going to force you to do that.
I mean, I'm not.
If you do it, let me know ahead of time because then I'll have time to do other things. There's a lot of podcasts that day, plus the double time for me.
Scoop will be back in here tonight to record the cross-court cast. I think he's actually driving me to the airport. So despite the threats and the mass threats to burn his house down after that pool, he's actually still going to help me out.
Shout out to Dave for being a guy that holds people accountable for pools that they start. And it's like, fuck you, Scoop. Fuck Scoop. Dave was on this kick. Like, I don't want to talk to Scoop for like a week.
Bullshit.
Scoop started a basketball pool. That's all he did.
Scoop not only started a basketball pool, but he started one that like everybody has a chance to win a million times, and I didn't win $1.
And what it really was like, it's a timing issue. I think Scoop just didn't realize that Dave had dropped a couple parlays that night, and then he's like, "Bro."
So basically, he told me that I was impressive for not winning, and I was like, "This mother," and I lost it.
Yep.
Apparently, I have a temper. I don't know who knew. I mean, I don't think
Scoop
I do.
found out.
Scoop found out. According to actually A4 said it yesterday, and like peeked his head out. Like I wouldn't have to be here for Monday's show or whenever the hell that happened, Tuesday's show, to know that you have a temper. And I'm just like, oh man, is that the image that I'm portraying right now? That he has to go home, talk to his parents about his day at work, and all of a sudden, like Dave lost his mind 3 times today, which is down from the 4 The day before. All right, good. He doesn't tell him anything. That's good.
He's
Thank
Italian.
God. He's Italian. Yeah, it's my paisan over here. He knows not to say anything. Anyway, if you guys want to support this show, which we go down every single day at 11 o'clock weekdays on YouTube, go to patreon.com/Chop Sports. Listen, I know that there's a lot of you guys that are watching this right now that are already Patreon members. So you're watching this for free. I know Bailey is. I know Mike Fusco is of the Fusco Insurance Agency. These guys have supported us. So do yourself a favor. If you think about it, be like, do I have $3 a month that I can help out Chop Sports while they do this thing? Then do that. Then go over to patreon.com/Chop Sports. Become a general supporter for $3. Or if you feel froggy, leap to $5.
Very, very soon, we entered the, I don't know what it's called. I think it's the badge program on YouTube, which we're now allowed to do, because actually curious to know if our live video monetized. So if anybody that clicked on this could let me know.
What, as far as like ads?
Yeah, like I'm curious to know that if you start a live video, because I'm curious.
I think if you jump on later, like, I don't know, maybe.
I think it's a live video and it automatically goes to
I went home yesterday and I was like bragging about it. I was like, wait until you see this, Steph. Wait until you see this. And then I played it and nothing. I went right to the show and no commercial. I was like, mother. I was like, how is this not working?
It might have been because you're on the Chop Sports account. I think that's one of the things where you're not allowed to watch your own videos, Dave.
I didn't get an ad according to Toast came in, so you didn't get an ad. So it's all right. It's all right. When it stops.
This one's on us, YouTube. This one's on us. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about paying us today, YouTube. Just take the day off. All right, anyway, speaking of YouTube, 1,043 of you animals out there watching us each and every day. So appreciate that as well. Spread the word. Tell your friends. So that's YouTube. And then, of course, Dat Chat is our newest social media that we want to talk about real quick, which is obviously it's brand new. They're publicly traded. They got the metaverse thing we talked about yesterday. They got a lot of things going on in that realm. So definitely go check those guys out. If you have an iPhone or if you're weird and you have the green text, go check out Dat Chat, the app. It's actually pretty interesting. I do have to spend 8 seconds of my morning to wish a very happy birthday to a specific chop cop. Chris Payne turns 40 today.
Pig. No, I'm kidding. Love you, buddy. Love you, buddy.
It does smell like bacon this morning. And it is Chris Payne's birthday. He made sure to give us a shout on his Instagram. And he said, go subscribe to his YouTube channel. And then I was like, wait, is he calling ours his? But then he said, go.
Did we get him a gift, bro? He's been giving us gifts for like the past 3 weeks.
He is the gift that keeps on giving.
He honestly, bro, when I walk into Chop Sports now and I walk up the stairs and I see all the MMA figures lined up and
you know it was him.
I just think it's a cool look and I wanted to thank him for it. So thank you, Officer Payne. Now give me my gold card, dog.
for New York. We got in Jersey. We need New York coverage now in case we ever go back to New York for whatever reason, which I wouldn't. Speaking of New York, the Knicks. A lot of fun last night. A lot of fun.
Real quick, I do want to talk to Toast and a little aside here. So, Toast, I didn't get back to you yesterday because I was at work. But maybe if you want to call in and talk about Gonzaga joining the Big East in basketball. So that would be an insane addition.
Wait, that happened?
He's talking like that there's some rumblings going on, and he's obviously the Gonzaga affiliate from Chop
alum,
Sports.
or is he just I forget the story. He was just like
he has a bunch of family that were alum,
cool.
tennis players at Gonzaga, and just so I don't know. Scoop, Toast, if you want to drop in and call, it is opening day after all, so it's his day.
It's his day. It's our day. We're excited about it.
We're able to take calls today.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll call in later on.
For you later on, Toast.
Definitely, for sure. But speaking of New York, it's a big sports day. We're going to get into it. Actually, what time is it? Did we miss the time? What is it?
11:09.
We missed it.
So Tiger's already
5 minutes ago. Tiger Woods. I almost said kicked off, but what do you call it? Teed off. How do they not know that? Because everybody cares about soccer, Ant. That's how it works. Everybody loves soccer. Wow.
Dave,
hockey.
Good?
I got to stop. I said hockey again. Okay.
So nobody cares about soccer, hockey, or golf. That's what I just learned in this little thing.
Yes. So the Masters just kicked off. I put some money on Tiger at plus 5,000 to win this son bitch. So $5. Give me that sweet 250. I'll take it. I will take that to the bank. Also, I did Scotty Scheffler. Is that right? Okay. Scotty Scheffler is the bet that I actually placed. Because my brother told me, he's like,
a couple of comments about this tournament in the chat, and I'm going to check it out right now. Who does
what chat
Kyle got going today? He's got Patrick Reed at plus 9,000. So
There you go. Patrick Reed's going to win the whole damn
thing. He
thing.
seemed fairly confident. So this, I don't know if I just gave away a VIP or not, but
Toast comes in. He goes, I bet Tiger to miss the cut.
Bro, I said that the other day. I said, how much
yesterday.
is the odds for him to miss the cut? Because
it's probably even,
all
even
the
money.
money.
I don't know. I don't know that for a fact.
It might even be because of it's Tiger. They're talking about manipulating the public. Toast, where'd you get that at?
That's right. Get that. So anyway, yeah. So the Masters tees off. It's already happened. It's happening right now. So there's coverage all day and all weekend. So I know my brother will be glued to the Golf Channel or wherever they're broadcasting this. I believe ESPN's got it. CBS Sports has it. So it's everywhere. So I guess people give a shit about golf.
Well, I just figured out that I also have a new favorite golfer as well, because Kyle in the chat saying he loves Patrick Reed because apparently he is hated by all the other golfers. Sign me up.
So
Patrick Reed's my guy.
You ready for this? I got a message last night from a Michael Musto, who's one of our listeners. I met him at the Dallas Cowboys Giants game, right? He said, so I just bet on this dude. His name is now remember, he's plus 13,000. They put a $5 bet. He pooled a $5 bet together with his buddies. So $1 each to win $655. Ready for his name? Taylor Gooch. Gooch. Your nickname, Chris Gooch. Taylor Gooch to win the whole goddamn thing. So let's see. We'll find out. It'll be interesting. Go follow that.
Gooch.
Taylor Gooch.
I mean, I got Gooch trademark, dog.
Oh, speaking of trademark,
actual last name?
Bang!
Yeah,
good segue. And I skipped right over it today. Officially, for the first time, I don't know why it took a year, by the way, and I don't know if it's supposed to take this long, but I got the email today. Good luck trying to go use Chop Sports, ladies and gentlemen. It is officially trademarked by your boys Sturch and Gooch. So that's an official thing. Chop Sports is our thing now. Good luck. Yeah, so that there, in case you want to go to court with us or something. But the Knicks, speaking of the Knicks, right before we get into all the opening day luster that we want to talk about today, the Knicks were up by like a billion. What?
Was it last year, the day that we filed for it? Because I remember having an issue around baseball season where we were getting trolled, and I was like, bro, we need to get this trademarked ASAP because I feel like this troll is going to come in. All right.
So I never applied until July.
Wrong. Well, so. Took a long time.
That's basically saying what was the holdup?
I mean, somebody could have stole it, but anyway,
we got it. It's ours.
Moving forward.
So the Knicks last night. Listen, I'm with the sauce. I do bet with Kyle Kerms. Usually, I don't fade the sauce pretty much ever in basketball. I don't know why. I just feel like his knowledge in basketball, the Sauce Network, they have the app, right? All this information. I don't really fade the sauce in basketball. Last night, I saw the spread of the Nets -5. And I was like, well, the Knicks are going to come out and ball, right? I mean, like it's their final push, blah, blah, blah. And no matter what, I was like, you know what? F this. I'm riding with the Nets. I think they'll do it. Then the game starts. Right. And the Knicks are off to a phenomenal start. And listen, as a fan, I am like, let's go. Let's do this. Here we go. We're going to beat the Nets in one of our final games of the season to push them to the 9 or the 10 or whatever. They were up by like 1 billion points. And then, well, it's all over. The Knicks blow a lead. I should have bet the money line to the Nets in the second half because I'm sure it was huge. But yeah, the Knicks collapse.
How many points did RJ Barrett have?
I don't know. I did not look
up.
Not
50?
Not 50. He did not drop 50 points. Yeah. So the Knicks were 21 of 36 from the line, according to Scoop. Solid. That is now in basketball, they call that a free throw, meaning nobody in your face, just shoot the basketball. And they couldn't do that right.
A silent. This is a paying homage to the Masters and Kyle, who requested a golf.
Oh, golf clap. Sorry. This
is a soft golf clap for the Knicks season.
It's over. Yeah. Well, if
we had Tommy here, he would do his eulogy.
I don't want
to. We can officially bury the Knicks now, and I'm happy that it was the Nets to do it because while I don't have any skin in this game whatsoever.
Patty Mills,
I'm constantly being bombarded with this whole the Knicks might be good one day thing. And
I'm done with it. I listen. I understand Kyle has
knowledge. You get the golf clap for your beloved New York.
They're Knicks, not they're not. Well, to me, I just feel like they're not beloved anymore.
This is for the sauce.
It's disturbing how bad they are. It really is. And I don't want to hear, well, they got youth and well, they got this and well, like no, they don't. And the fact that they blew that lead, you can't start to talk to me about tanking for the lottery and all that other shit. I don't believe in that stuff, and I don't believe these players do that kind of shit. I don't believe that for a second. So the fact that they lost this lead And the Nets, like I just said before, like Patty Mills was hitting 3-point shots at the end of the game, like effortlessly, bro. Like there was contested sometimes.
Shoot, dog.
Dude, the Nets team is good. But again, I will celebrate collectively. I will celebrate when the Nets get bounced from the playoffs eventually. And that's going to happen. The Nets are not going to win the championship this year. They're not even coming out of the East. I'll tell you right now. Right now, April 7th. April 7th, Sturch is on record. The Nets will not come out of the East as champions. They will not do that. It'll be Boston. It'll be Miami. It'll be Milwaukee.
Nobody thinks the Nets are going to be.
Ask a Nets fan. I'll ask all those delusional clowns. They all think, have a seat.
Bro, deep down in their core, they're struggling bad right now. They were at halftime. Those guys were tanking it. They were tucking tail. They had nothing to say. Let's just pump the brakes. If you're a Nets fan and you think they're actually going to make a deep run, come on, bro. Ain't going down like that. They have Kyle, KD. That's about it.
Kyle coming in the chat. He has the Masters on the side TV, and AJ, who is our former employee here, he's the prop beaver. So does Rob's got it on over there on his little TV too. The prop beaver says, "I don't care. I don't know why anyone cares about Tiger Woods. He's old." And officially, as of right now, it seems AJ has been kicked out of the house. So people care about Tiger. Terrible drop.
No, bro.
That wasn't his fault.
He splits the fairway every single fucking time. What are you talking about? He's great.
Anthony came over
400 yards.
A4 said
wait, you're talking about
a vehicle. A vehicle.
Driving.
Yeah, no, good.
Well, I mean, he did have his ex-wife chasing him with an actual driver, bashing his window. So you got to give him the pass.
I know all those 18 holes he decided to play before that really probably made her really happy.
Just 18?
Probably more.
I think it was like 3,000 holes.
2 back nines. Like he was doing all sorts of shit.
He was laying in the rough.
Tiger Woods,
laying in the rough. Looks like he hit the tree, Jim.
Rory.
Does anybody know what that's from?
Looks like he hit the tree, Jim.
Looks like he hit the tree, Jim.
That's got to be, Nance with somebody.
It's from Freddie Couples Golf on Sega Genesis in like 1996.
Freddie Couples, who, by the way, was at the celebratory. No, actually, no. I almost said he was at the opening tee-off like celebration, but Kyle said that in the chat. It says like Scoop, you're probably one of those guys that like Freddie Couples. I thought it was hilarious. Freddie Couples is still in the conversations, and so is Arnold Palmer, right? Love your drink. Like that's all I got for Arnold Palmer.
I mean, he's the guy that Tiger wasn't good enough to pass.
Tiger's lining up right now to go for par on the first hole.
Tiger Watch, Tiger Watch. It's happening right now. So Tiger Watch, as this episode rolls on, we're about to find out if he hits par on his first one.
Just to clarify on why people care about Tiger, because the only reason why people even care about golf right now, like the only reason why the Masters matters to everybody is because of Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods changed everything. AJ, you were just a wee lad at the time making Dracula commercials or whatever the fuck you were doing in your younger days.
He was posing for
Party City ads and Halloween.
Oh my god!
Anyway,
Freddie Couples will be found unresponsive on the 13th. Not dead, just napping. These comments are coming in. A lot of fun for the Masters, and that's more Masters talk than I thought we were going to have today. But you know what?
He drops it.
He dropped for par.
Let's
do it. Right? We're all excited. Tiger Woods, baby. Let's go. Plus 5,000 to win the goddamn thing. I am all over that. Give me that bet.
Bro, he's just par.
He's coming off a really bad injury, though. People didn't expect him to come back.
Car accident of a lifetime and just parred on the Masters. Bro, give it up for Tiger Woods. Give me another golf clap. Go ahead.
Is that your
anyway?
Sound like you were giving a beach over there.
Fun times. I'm not the one who said I swung from both sides of the plate over here. This guy over here. All right. So anyway, it is Thursday, April the 7th, which means it is time for some baseball, ladies and gentlemen. Opening day is here. We're very excited. What happened?
Ash, she's asking me to flex my lack of a bicep. Ash.
Oh,
I haven't done a curl in about 6 months.
You want a bicep? I'll give you.
Want to see my tricep?
Dude, do you remember? I have to bring this up. Do you remember when we were taking those first photos of the first set and you were fixing your mic, but like you were flexing your you're like, look how good my tricep looks.
That was not on purpose.
You were in peril.
Don't ever
ever
for one split second think that I would ever do that on purpose. That's Very embarrassing. And I swear I didn't do it on purpose.
Funny.
No, I seriously didn't. I'm such a pussy. Which if you that's gone, by the way. I
Scoop
it.
Coming in. Chris, take off your shirt. Now we're getting requests out of the woodwork. By the end of this show, Chris is going to be butt naked.
It's just going to be Gooch and it's Gooch.
Whoa.
And the Manscaper.
And the Manscaper.
Lawnmower 4.0.
Right? Oh, shit. That's hilarious. Anyway, so MLB opening day. And it's a little lackluster because the fact that the Yankees are our team here, our resident team. Rob, you got a team?
The Red Sox, baby.
Yeah,
we employ this guy. He's with us every day. What? That's a thing?
One of the greatest teams in baseball right now.
Oh,
one
my
of.
God.
I mean,
A4, you've pledged your allegiance to the Yankees when you started with us, right?
Way. I feel like they have the best one of the best managers in baseball.
Oh, my God. Unbelievable. Anyway, so baseball's here. The Yankees are brained out. They'll start tomorrow, but there's a lot of stuff to expect or have high expectations for this slate today. A lot of key matchups. One thing I wanted to go over was the Apple TV exclusive deal that people are complaining about. Same thing with Amazon Prime. But I'm here to tell you guys, like, Apple TV, maybe you have a gripe because you're like, I don't have Apple TV.
What if you're one of those green bubs guys and you don't even have an Apple device?
Right.
Then
so,
you're in trouble.
but here's my thing for Amazon Prime. It's 2022. If you're a male or a female, you probably have Amazon Prime, right? I mean, like, or at least I would say 9 out of 10 people
know somebody that will hook you up with a password.
Well, not even that. Just like you've definitely ordered something off Amazon.
Like, that's the same deal. Like if I have Amazon Prime, I could watch Amazon Prime.
You have Amazon Video. So everybody has it. You know who doesn't have it? Single males.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Single males don't have Amazon Prime because
why
would they buy anything?
Wrong there
it's always the significant other that makes sure that you have it.
My bank account gets hit by Amazon like 4 times a month. It's like Amazon Audible, audiobooks, Amazon Prime. I thought Amazon like Prime TV. I thought that was another one. Maybe I'm just paying other people's Amazon.
There you go. You might want to look into that.
Talk to my sister.
Right.
God damn it.
Because then you get hacked.
No, what happens is, I'll tell you what happens. My nephews will be like, "Could you buy me this game?" And like they'll be like, "Oh, I'll put the card in, and like next week I get a charge for like Roblox or a fucking charge for some skin. You know what a skin is?
Yes, I know what a skin is.
Not my skin.
I know what a skin is.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's got to be the issue. Amazon, chill out. Stop charging me.
So anyway, there is an issue because people are up in arms. I can't believe I can't watch because the Yankees are signed on to do like 2 games on Apple TV, like 4 games on Amazon Prime. So they're not going to be on the Yes Network all the time.
Something else happening with just the Yankees though? Or is that all
no, it's all
baseball?
People
so the Yankees lose 20 games.
Something like that, right?
I think it's 20 on the dot. That's terrible, man. I don't have Amazon Prime on any of my devices.
Yes, you do.
I have to fucking download.
Here's my thing though. Here's my question though to you. You worked in a bar. You currently work in a bar, right? How does that work for the bars?
It doesn't.
Correct. So like if I'm just a regular, right? I used to go, I don't know, Fox and Hound, Big Shots, all these other bars where they've had Yankee specials, right? And then you go over to that bar to watch the Yankees. What happened here?
It seems like it's
not on this.
It's on just yours. We're good. We're back.
Oh, all right. My bad. Anyway. So I was gonna say when we're Big Shots or whatever, the local bar, I would go watch the Yankees and they had Yankees bet $2 Miller Lights during the Yankee games, blah, blah, blah. So what are you saying? These companies got to go inherit?
I'm going to tell you what
Amazon,
what the easy fix is
and
here,
Apple,
which is a terrible fix. But the only thing that you could do is be like, well, it's a smart TV. You're going to have to just download it. Like you said, everyone has it. This bar has got to pony up $5 for a fucking app.
Now, is it $5 for the app, or do they fall into the member? Because when they order pay-per-views, it's thousands of
totally
dollars.
Different.
It's not a pay-per-view. It's essentially basically what you would have to do, and if you wanted to have it on multiple TVs, it's basically depending on how many screens Amazon will let you have on an account. So basically, I said that
a lot of basicaly's. Go ahead.
So you know how I have Hulu, you could have 6 different profiles under Hulu. You would probably have to do the same thing. You would have to make a profile and then switch over on this TV, the same account, but a separate profile.
That is super annoying.
So you could, it's
where's
annoying,
Evan when you need him to switch all the TVs?
That's the only solution I could think of.
Yeah.
But good thing we don't own a bar.
Okay, good thing we don't know. Coming soon, the Chop Sports Bar. We don't know where, but it's coming soon. But anyway, some key matchups today, some things to watch for that I wrote down at least. You might have some different notes than I do. But Corbin Burns against Hendricks is going to kick off the season. That's the Cubs and the Brewers. So right away you get Corbin Burns. The first game ever for the Guardians, which again, it's going to take me amount of years to get over the fact that they're not the Indians anymore. To me, they're the tribe still. They're the Cleveland Indians. I'm not racist. I'm not, and by saying that I like the Indians in baseball is not like, calm down, you can't do that. But yes, the Cleveland Guardians will be going today. Potentially one of the Cy Young candidates, Bieber, will be pitching against Zach Greinke. Dude, you want to talk about hard opening day for a guy like a phenom like Ohtani. He's got opening day nod, but he's got the Astros, bro. So we're going to find out what exactly Ohtani has. I mean, the Astros are a little depleted.
But they're still solid. They got Tucker, Alvarez, Altuve. Springer's gone, right?
Springer's gone. Yep. So he left too. So yeah. So but how come the Astros are so like heavy favorites still to win the West? They lost like every. They got Altuve's little ass over there. Like that's
they got Bregman. They're very.
They do have Bregman.
They're still a good pitching staff. They got good manager. They're the Astros. Look at their division. The Seattle Mariners, I think, is probably the stiffest competition out west for them. And then the Angels are upstart, but people say that for the last decade, and they just can't seem to get it done. And then my prediction for the AL West winner, Texas, might win 70 games this year. I lied about.
So ready for this? Astros first 5 is a lock. Framber's pitching. You kidding me? I don't know what people get upset. Well, Toast is actually the only person to get upset. If you say anything that like tickles him the wrong way, he gets crazy. But he did say in the chat, where it's as I'm looking, he goes, Toast is betting the Cubs plus 1.5. And now maybe I'm just, again, I'm brand new to baseball betting, right? And I will ride with the Toast probably most times. He knows what the hell he's talking about. But I want to ask you, Toast, or maybe anybody else, is money lines just not the play? Like, I would never bet a team. I don't know. It's weird.
So you want look?
I'm looking at spreads in baseball. I'm thinking it's a little weird.
Baseball odds are very, very different than any other sport because you're going to see
and front fives or first fives are amazing.
You'll see odds as well as combined with like it's like the money line as well as the runs. So you'll see plus 1.5, but it'll be minus 180. It's weird the way they work it out, but first 5s and first 3s. First 3s, boys. This season, I feel like first 3s are the way to go because a lot of these guys are going to be pulled early because nobody's stretched out yet. So, talking to you guys.
Kyle's coming in saying the money line is the play all the time. Yeah, it depends on the situation. So, I mean, I was curious because I'm like, all right, would I bet the Yankees to win the game or do I want to bet the Yankees to win by 2? And I'm just like that. In baseball, like you do get blowouts here from time to time, but I would never take a run spread here.
The Yankees will be like minus 1.5 at even money, right? Or even plus money in some cases. It's a very weird. Let's not talk about this on the show because I actually have to pull it up and show you what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm sorry. Anyway, the Mets are opening up tonight. We'll get into the Mets in a little bit, but there's no DeGrom, and that's a sad story for the Mets. I wrote it down.
It is McGill going against Patrick Corbin.
With all the studs that the Mets have on their pitching staff, you got Taijuan Walker, and he's not a stud, but he was an all-star last year. You got Carlos Carrasco, who's been a solid starter in this league. You got Chris Bassett. You got DeGrom. You went out and got Scherzer, and your opening day starter is some guy that I heard of, but nobody else did.
McGill, unless you're a Mets fan. I mean, which, by the way, you can tune in today as they're a season opening special, Till Mets Do Us Part, one of our premier podcasts on our network. They're slaughtering the game, by the way. So shout out to John Sapanaro and Matt Ibanez for doing their work. I
will talk a little bit about McGill, though. He got the nod because he was their best pitcher in the spring by far.
And he has the most rest.
6 2/3 scoreless innings.
Showalter came out and said that. Like he's had the most downtime since his last start. So that kind of like was a no-brainer.
And they said that his pitch limit is 85 pitches. So that's what I'm getting at.
That's not bad for opening day.
It's not bad for opening day, but I feel like a lot of these guys, man, first 3. I'm not betting in the second half of baseball games at all this year. It's going to be first 5 or first 3 or nothing at all.
Okay. That's on you. But speaking of odds real quick, I will go over the World Series odds that came out today. Most up to date. The Dodgers are 5-1 to win the World Series. The Blue Jays are 9-1 to win the World Series. Our beloved Yankees over here are 12-1, and the New York Metropolitans are 14-1. Your biggest gamble, the Baltimore Orioles. They're 300-1. So clearly they're on a trajectory up. So bet those guys. So before we get into breaking down all the Yankees and the Mets, because I definitely want to do that. Plus, we have a lot of great conversation to be had today because it is opening day after all. Tell your friends about this show right now. Tell them to join in now. We're going hard into the paint when it comes to, well, I say we can go hard into the diamond because it is baseball opening day. We're very excited. The Yankees, again, unfortunately not playing. But I will start by giving you a little bit of something from the Fusco Insurance Agency, ladies and gentlemen. Michael Fusco of the Fusco Insurance Agency has partnered up with Chop Sports. Very pumped about this. Every single service that this guy offers, it's a lot. The Fusco Insurance Agency offers personal and commercial lines, life and health insurance. They even help with retirement, employee benefit administration. So if you own a small business like a Chop Sports and you need to give your employees benefits one day, Rob, we'll give you benefits through the Fusco Insurance Agency, okay? And then, of course, it is tax season. If you need to file your taxes, obviously it's a little late in the game for that, but going forward, if you want to talk to him about taxes, his Prestige Tax Group is his tax preparation and planning services. They do bookkeeping, payroll, retirement. They do it all. If you have bad credit and you're trying to buy a house, or actually don't try to buy a house right now, the fucking housing market is terrible because I've been looking just a little bit. But if you have bad credit, there's ways to fix that with the Fiscally Fit Credit Repair. Go help yourself out there with Fusco. And of course, he offers all exclusive plans, right? Fusco's promise to you, you're not going to lose a dime, okay? You're not going to lose any money. You can actually participate in the gains with a certain cap. If you're looking for the blend of personal service and expertise, you've come to the right place. They offer a broad range of services, business owners, independent professionals. Their rates are affordable, very experienced, and most important of all, and I say this every time, and I didn't write this as just like I guess I should include this. The guy's a good dude. He's actually watching this show right now. So he's a very good guy, friendly, knowledgeable. Go check him out, FuscoInsuranceAgency.com. And of course, it is time for the favorite part of the day, and that is the Manscaped read from Chris Gucci.
What's going on, fellas? It's time for you to go out there and save whatever little dignity you have left in your life. All the women, they got this Photoshop, they got all these filters, but for us men, we don't got shit. But what we do have now is the Lawnmower 4.0 and the Performance Package 4.0. And what you do is you go down there and you shave off your ball hair and you grow a little inch on your shaft, bro. It's like the new Photoshop. Everybody's talking about size matters. Well, in this case, we have to trick them into it. Lawnmower 4.0. You go over to manscaped.com. It's 20% off. Use the promo code CHOPSPORTS. Free shipping worldwide. It has the full package you need for spring cleaning. The Performance Package 4.0 is the only tool you need to keep your boys looking good and smelling like the fresh tulips that Dave loves so much. It includes the Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer with the LED light. It's got the Weed Whacker ear and nose trimmer. It includes the Crop Preserver and Crop Reviver ball deodorant and asshole cream. And now introducing the Plow 2.0 razor, boys. It's for your face, not your asshole, so don't get it twisted. Because if you're not using the Lawnmower 4.0 on your balls, you're not supposed to wait. If you are using it on your balls, you're not supposed to use it on your face unless you're a barbarian like me, because I've been doing that all along. Once I get this Plow 2.0, and I promise you it's not sexual, it is in fact a razor, then I'll start, trimming up my beard hairs with that. You also got the the ear and nose hair trimmer,
Weed Whacker,
for your disgusting boogies and your earwax. So go over to manscaped.com, promo code SHOPSPORTS, and guys, don't forget the Save the Balls initiative. I'm not sure how much of the proceeds go to it, but
there's a lot of it.
Our balls need saving. It's Testicular Cancer Month.
Yes, Awareness Month. Yep.
Awareness
Get
Month.
screened early. Yep.
Go handle your prosthetic.
Especially now, like guys like Chris Payne and soon to be you, and like guys that are 40 and older.
I got my
you got to do it.
Colonoscopy.
Do you?
I do.
Wait, really?
I mean, like I haven't, but I do. You do too. At this
I
point.
dread. First of all, I got like 4 more years, bro. All right, you're a little older than me. All right,
Moon River.
So you're
Anybody
a little
know that movie?
Usually, I'm good with movies, and I'm not.
I feel like it's Fletch. Chevy Chase when he gets his.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Moon River.
Yeah, I do. Okay. Anyway. Those are the reads for the day. We would do Lilac and Sage Boutique, but, I would toss that to Rob, and he'd be like, ladies, get your, you know what, though? Might actually work. I'm kidding, though.
Next week, I'm going to do the Lilac one. I'm going to try it out.
Let's go. Because, look, and just so you know, if our people over at Lilac and Sage Boutique are like, where's my read? You are the commercial on the podcast. So don't get that. Don't get your Lilac's panties in a bunch. It makes no sense whatsoever. All right, relax, Mom. Mom's coming in. 40's not old. I'm 63. Yeah, well, I don't want to hear any more about anything that you got going on in your health. So, you're breathing. I love you. You're the best. So anyway, Yankees and the Mets. Okay, last year this time we were very, very unprepared. Okay, we started the season still unprepared as he has 84 sheets of paper.
Thanks to Rob.
Yeah, Rob is like officially producing the shit out of this show with all the notes and fun facts and tidbits here and there. But last year, we were called out from I don't know, one of the trolls that we weren't prepared, right? And that's when I came and dropped my famous, ever so famous Francisco Lindor quote, where I said he's a good little player, and he finds himself on our graphic, literally right under me where he belongs. So comparing the two rosters, right? There's got to be a nod given one way or another. We're going to do this as non-biased as possible. Okay. And maybe Rob,
completely honest about,
maybe Rob can actually be like the deciding factor because he's got no dog in the race. He's a Red Sox fan, which again, breaking news to me today. So it's he was so cool for like a little while. He like wrestling guy, like UFC, great, yeah. Jets. I actually get behind the Jets and I hope they win games, but like now he comes out with the Red Sox shit. It's just like, just a bitter taste in my mouth. But anyway, let's compare the two rosters here. Okay. We'll start with first base. Okay. The Mets, a little bit of depth. I'm not going to say like their opening day roster, they're great, but if they have a premier backup, I'll say him too. Basically like the group position.
Okay.
So first base for the New York Metropolitans is obviously the polar bear, Pete Alonso, and Dom Smith. Dom Smith was at the root of a lot of trade rumors to the Padres, and that just never happened. It fell through, so he stays there. And then you look at the Yankees, they trade away Luke Voit, but they have Anthony Rizzo. Now, I'm going to kick this off and say that I'm going to give the nod to the Mets at first base. Right? I mean, that makes sense, Rob.
Rizzo's a good
Pete
player.
Alonso's a really good baseball player.
I like Rizzo. I think he's a good fit for the Yankees, but Alonso's better.
Yeah, so I give them the Mets a first base nod. Now, second base, however, a little different. I mean, I'll start with the Yankees as they have Gleyber Torres, and they also have DJ LeMahieu. So one-time batting champion, making all this do-re-mi, right? And then the Mets have, Jeff McNeil, and of course, our old friend, Robinson Cano. I'm going to give this nod to the Yankees.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, like that, first of all, DJ LeMahieu coming off the bench is like, what are we doing here? I find like he's going to be, I think this is absolutely 100% make it or break it for Gleyber. They've shifted him around the infield, right? If he doesn't deliver as the Yankee second baseman, he can find himself on the outs, like at the trade deadline.
I feel like if the Yankees would have gotten a decent offer for Gleyber this offseason, they would have done it. Right. Because of the LeMahieu situation. I still think Gleyber is a potential trade candidate, but he did have an amazing year. His best year was when he was playing second base. I can't really get behind the fact that playing shortstop is so much harder than playing second base that you officially forget how to hit. I just think Gleyber has other issues mechanically. Or maybe there was an injury situation.
Remember Gleyber Day?
Fell off.
Remember that was a thing?
He hit 35 home runs against the Orioles in one game, right? So right. He's only hit 4 cents against all teams combined. So come on, Gleyber, let's get it together. If not, you got the super $100 million utility man chomping at the bit to get in.
Yeah,
I guess LeMahieu will have a spot in the lineup every
couple
day.
Comments coming in from the crowd. Dom Smith should be traded. I hate his face, according to Officer Birthday Boy Chris Payne. Scoop comes in with a Go Diamondbacks. Pretty sure he's a Yankees fan. Payne's a Mets fan. My mom came in as a Yankees fan. Fusco just came in. Rizzo's a good player, but can end up being an overpay.
I don't agree with that at all because of the fact that it's such a short.
And they didn't overpay for the other guys they could have had. They could have had Matt Olson in the
overpaying.
trade.
They could have paid Freddie.
They could have Freddie Freeman would have been nuts. All right,
moving on. They just can't find a suitor for Gleyber Torres. Is that why he's still there? I mean, do you think that takes a lot of pressure off him? A lot of pressure off DJ LeMahieu if they get rid of Gleyber Torres?
Well, I don't think there's any pressure on LeMahieu. I think the fact that LeMahieu is probably, I would say, a worse fielder than Gleyber. And LeMahieu is more versatile in the field. He could play third, he could play first, and he could play second. So there'll be plenty of spots for LeMahieu to be in the lineup. And Gleyber is less versatile in the field. So I don't think it has anything to do with the position. They're going to both be in the lineup almost every day.
I feel like when I watch Yankee games,
who's going to be in the lineup every day?
I feel like both Gleyber and LeMahieu.
How?
It's the American League first.
Okay, second, and Stanton.
And second, you're going to have Josh Donaldson, who's half man, half a season. He's going to take tons of days off.
Relax.
Right? He is.
He won't be. Not this year.
Injured a lot. So it's also baseball. These guys are going to get 500, 600, 500 at bats. I said the same thing last year about Gardner. Said they didn't bring him in for $4 million to let him sit the bench. Gardner's going to play a decent amount.
That's what you said last year,
right? DJ LeMahieu's making $100 million for the Yankees. He's playing every day.
Do me a favor, Mark from Canada. Okay, do not break my cardinal rule. And I know Toast can attest to this as well. Mark comes in and says, "Go Jays and go Mets." That's sacrilegious. That is anti-man. You do not get two teams. You get one. Root for one.
So
okay?
here's where I come in.
No.
Me and Dave have the complete opposite stance on this.
No.
Like you could have one allegiance, but look,
you can pull for a team.
What if
I
was like? Here's my thing. If you don't give a shit the way I don't about the NBA, but do, I could have 5 teams. Go ahead, say what you'd like. I still like my 5 teams.
Yeah, but if I look at you and you say like, I really like Memphis, LA, Knicks, Nets, I'd be like,
crazy.
What a freaking
I really
weirdo.
do like Memphis. I really do like.
I want Memphis to win the West.
I really do like Miami. I like Milwaukee. I like Orlando. I like Portland.
Fine, but like I look at you like it's weird. It's weird to me. Everybody can have their opinion. It's weird and fraudulent.
So how do you watch
it's actually very real.
It's very
because
fraudulent.
It would be fraudulent to act like I had a team.
No, but
how would you just watch the games?
How would you watch a championship game if you like Milwaukee and the Heat and they're playing in the finals, which I know it's impossible, but how would you be like,
I would assess it as it was happening, because I talked to you about this the other day.
Yeah.
I don't really like a specific team in the NBA.
Here we go again. See, look.
I like teams of an era. Like I like the 92, 93, 94 Hornets. I like the Seattle Sonics in the 97 era. Right? I like when Durant, Russ, and Harden were on OKC. Like I love that team. There's just been the Kings back in the day. I love when Sacramento had Weber.
I don't know.
And like, so I have allegiance to these teams. And when they get good again, I'm like, oh, I'll kick the tires on Miami again. People can say what they want, but
there's a weirdo checking in as well. Toast says Yankees, Padres, Marlins. Like, come on,
I think
your
really,
name is Bronx Sam.
You shouldn't question somebody's fanhood. That's my take on it. It's like,
but you don't have a fanhood in basketball.
I love the NBA. I'm
right.
an NBA
so that's why
fan.
I wouldn't question that, because I know that you don't have a team. I know you not to have a team.
So he's Canadian. So I'm assuming he likes the Blue Jays because that's like his local squad, whatever. And he probably also likes the Mets because he hates the Yankees because he likes the Blue Jays, possibly. So. And
just I don't know, whatever. It's moving on to the shortstop, in which I think this is a runaway for the New York Yankees. No, I'm kidding. So anyway, runaway for the Yankees as Isaiah Kiner Falefa is way better than Francisco Lindor. So no, I don't believe that for a second. I think the Mets, you agree with me, take the shortstop easily. Lindor is one of the better players in baseball. Not just a good little player anymore. He's upgraded a little bit. So,
yeah, Lindor's better than IKF, but IKF has a chance to smash the over on 167.5 hits. Toast, I would like to go head up with you on that. I think IKF sees his spot in the lineup every day. Gold glove,
shortstop.
Yeah, he's a gold glove on a lineup where he has no pressure on him. I feel like he's going to actually be a big surprise with his bat.
How fast before Volpe's up?
Next year.
Think so? He's playing for Somerset, which is great. If you want to go see Volpe, he's right in Somerset.
He's not coming. Not this year. Not the right time.
Yeah, boy, Mom. You're right, Dave. Stick with one team. My God. This is coming from the most random. She loves the Dolphins. Like she's a Yankee fan. I think she's a Devils fan. Maybe you shouldn't
stick with one team. Maybe you should.
Dolphins are on the rise right now, dude. I would kill to be a Dolphins front office right now. You kidding me? Don't get me started there.
Would you? Would you want to be the Dolphins front office right now after this? Their coach money to lose?
Maybe not their front office, like their guy, but like what the moves they've made. How about that? I take that back. I'm not a weirdo, and I don't appreciate what the Dolphins' actual owner has done. But anyway, moving on to third base. I think this is a Yankee thing. Yankees on paper, Josh Donaldson over Eduardo Escobar. Give me Donaldson all day. I know you say half a man, half a season. I think Donaldson's going to fit right in.
I think Donaldson's going to fit right in when he's healthy. I do think he will eventually get hurt. And Escobar is another one. He's up and down over the last couple of years, but we're forgetting about a couple of these other Mets guys that are good. Is it McNeil is his name? Is it McNeil?
Who? McNeil's
McNeil?
a second baseman.
Second baseman.
I just said to him. Pay attention.
I didn't even smoke weed yesterday or today.
That's funny because you took the garbage out before, and I knew in my mind I was like, he's coming back baked.
They just took the garbage out.
That's a first, ladies and gentlemen. He actually went to the garbage to run an errand for the business.
Yeah, I remember McNeil being eligible at third when I had him in fantasy. So.
Okay. Yeah, well,
I'm pretty sure he's their version
Kyle's coming
of
in. McNeil can play third, he said.
Oh, there we go.
There you go. Kyle, the Mets fan. All right. moving on over to the catcher. This is interesting, but I am going to give the Mets the nod as they have James McCann. I think he's a really good baseball player. We got a little bit of a mix going on. We get rid of, Sanchez. I don't know why I was drawing a blank, but we do have Higgy, who's added some power off a guy who'll be bagging groceries in a week. But Higgy is going to be our starting opening day catcher. My biceps Benny is still hurt with a oblique injury. That's where they got.
Don't get.
I like him.
He might not see the.
And they got Jose Trevino too.
I think Trevino's their backup.
Yes, he is right now, opening backup. But who would you give that to? I mean, like it looks like there's like a collaboration going on for catcher at the Yankees.
Well, I feel like they would actually probably be the perfect 1 and 2 together because one guy smashes lefties and one guy hits righties really well. So I'm going to go with McCann because I think he's just a more pure hitter. I'm not sure about how McCann is behind the plate, but I know he's got a decent bat and he's a solid major leaguer. He's an established catcher. Higashioka is not that yet. So all right, I see some more out of him.
Let's go to the outfield. All right. Interesting to say the least. The Yankees rolling out there tomorrow with Joey Gallo, Hicks in center, and of course Judge, which any minute now we're waiting for this deal to come through. And we thought Beltran leaked it the other day, and he turns out he came back and backpedaled, and you know that's not true. I guess I don't know. We're waiting for it, and of course you have Stanton will be in and out of that lineup, but he can also lump him into DH. Over in Queens, you have Mark Canha, Brandon Nimmo, Starling Marte is good. And then Travis Jankowski. I don't know. I give this nod, the outfield, to the Yankees. The better outfield is the Yankees. I mean, Aaron Judge is one of the better players in baseball. I'm with that.
Yeah, Aaron Judge, Giancarlo Stanton, if they're both healthy, they're arguably the best. I shouldn't say that because there's some good outfielders out there. But I mean, look, Jimmy Palumbo thinks very formidable. And when you put those guys in the lineup together, forget about the field. Maybe they could be a little bit better in the field. I think Judge is underrated. Maybe he's not. I feel like he's won a Gold Glove or close. No? Judge is a very good right fielder.
Yeah, no, but I get nervous every time he lays out.
Stanton, they're just terrified to put him out there, so he'll probably be the DH most of the time. Gallo, we all know Gallo could field. He could run. All those things. He can't not strike out. Center field, we don't have one because I know Aaron Hicks. I think he's got one of the sweetest swings in baseball. He just another one that just can't stay on the field. A lot of money for a guy.
He's showing a little moxie on a couple podcasts over the last couple of days.
Like I said, I've loved Aaron Hicks. Yeah. You hear him talk, you watch him practice, all the things. He does all of it well, switch hitter. Just can't stay healthy. He's got a cannon. All the things.
And that's
that
a great contract that we gave him, by the way. I think it was
strong guy.
I think it was like $10 million a year.
When he's on, he's on though.
When Hicks, when he can't stay healthy.
Hicks is on, he's on.
I have a question, Yankee question for you guys. So you're waiting on Aaron Judge to get extended or to give him money, whatever. I was listening to Michael Kay yesterday, and they said that what they're hearing is it would have been done today if opening day would happen today, but tomorrow they think it's going to happen in the morning where they're going to make a big deal out of it. They're going to extend him, and they're also going to make him a captain.
Ooh,
well,
do you see that working out?
I do see that. If he gets a 10-year deal or something like that,
here. They're saying they're going to make it a big thing, but and that's why they're waiting.
Captain, there better not be a fucking opt-out clause in that contract at all. That's my first thing. Second thing would be
and a no trade clause.
Well, he would definitely have a no trade clause,
right?
Yeah, but it wouldn't be
stack it all in one contract.
Like he'll dictate where he's gonna go. Basically,
I don't think he goes anywhere. I think he's a Yankee for life.
I agree. I think he's a Yankee for life. I don't want it to be a 10-year deal because he's a big guy, and 10 years down the line, it's hard for that body to hold up over 10-year stretch. But look, right now it's about winning. Now they got to pay Judge. Yes, I would be happy with all those things. But I'm pretty sure the deadline was yesterday for these guys.
Well, I think it got a little jumbled because of the rain out. So
no. They're not going to move a fucking arbitration deadline because a couple teams got rained out. I'm confused by did the time pass or is there already a deal done and they just kept it
that's
under wraps?
How they made it seem
think it seems like, and that's why Beltran says I'm really glad he's here for all those years. And I'm like,
so like there's something that went down and they were like, oh, fuck.
They made it seem like they were gonna do it today, obviously, but then opening day got canceled till tomorrow, and they're gonna do it like in the morning. They're gonna make a huge thing out of it,
and
media, all that, and they want it to be for that.
Only for, and the Yankees are gonna lose 4-2.
Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. And I'll be watching the Yankees opening day at 10 a.m. in Alaska.
And the Yankees leave 9 men in scoring position.
Oh, don't get me started.
And they blow a 2-run lead, and the bullpen that we all thought was going to be
decent, interesting comparison. Okay, now remember, Jacob deGrom. No, like we won't see him until more than likely. If I had to make a guess, and I'm not a doctor, and I don't know how these things are going to work out. I want to say not even a shot in hell until after the 4th of July.
Yeah,
that's where I'm
All-Star
going
break.
with this.
Jacob deGrom's target is going to be All-Star break.
All right, so now
Or-
take DeGrom.
Or he's going to have his rotator cuff reconstructed and he's going to be out till next All-Star break.
Oh my God.
Maybe not that
I can't even imagine if that happened because it's bone apparently. Like it's not, you know what I mean? Like it's just like, I don't know. It's just something that's going to need rest. But anyway, with now DeGrom taken out of this conversation, right? The pitching staffs between the two are very similar, and I might give it to the Yankees here. Now, hear me out. Now, the Mets are coming in there with obviously one of the best pitchers in baseball, Max Scherzer, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's a Cy Young candidate every year he pitches. Then they got Bassett. You know, they made the move to get Bassett, which is a great move for them as well. But after that, it's Carrasco, Walker, who you were mentioning before, Tyler McGill, who goes today, right? That's their pitching staff right now. If you look at the Yankees now, Cole. We don't know what Cole's going to be now post sticky stuff, but everybody, from everything I'm hearing,
I'm going to Cy Young.
From everything I'm hearing, he's still going to be Cole, right? He's still going to be our ace. And then you got Severino, which is a question mark. Obviously, then you got Jordan Montgomery, question mark. Jameson Taillon, question mark. But every time I say question mark, Gooch, when these guys are on, they got some filthy stuff. They got some filthy stuff. And then nasty Nestor Cortez rounds out our starting rotation. I'm here to tell you that I think today, without DeGrom, the Yankees have a better starting rotation. That might sound a little bold. It might sound a little biased. But I think if you just heard him, what do you think?
Health-wise, if we're going right now, I would say the Yankees 100%.
But like Severino's not healthy, so he's.
But he is though. No, he's pitching Saturday. He's pitching.
But if he's pitched, that's what I mean. Mets got guys that aren't even
Severino.
pitching.
Severino is. I know nothing about this version of Severino, right? So I'm going to say I think Severino is the X factor here.
I knew I was going to trigger somebody.
I think Severino's the X factor here. If Sevy could get back to what he was, or now even close to it, then I feel like the Yankees. But I mean, Jameson Taillon up and down. I feel like he's exactly what he is. He's a third.
Montgomery's
starter.
Good.
Montgomery, he's okay. Nestor Cortez, I think, is our biggest weapon because he's in the fifth spot, and he's a lot better than people give him credit for. But
Scoop coming in. Did you know that Severino's listed as a relief pitcher in ESPN Fantasy? Ha ha! Scoop, you're so funny, bro.
So Sevy is the big issue for me here. I think Scherzer's fine. I think Scherzer, I don't want to say I would give the nod to over Cole, but I almost have to in this situation. Scherzer's he's a more decorated guy.
I might be in a super duper minority here when I think that, because a lot of people are coming in the comments and saying that it's all Mets all day.
And Bassett is. I think better. I think he's a lot better than people think he is. And now that he's pitching in a big market, we'll see if he could hold up, because Oakland and New York are very, very different. But
okay, well,
Bassett's 31. It's not like it's his first. Like
I said, I say it's the Yankees with DeGrom hurt. When DeGrom's up, it's not a question. It's not even a thought in my mind. But DeGrom is that good and that impactful on that rotation.
I think that you're also overlooking the fact that while he does struggle with control, and he did have a kind of a shit second half last year, Taijuan Walker was 8-1 at All-Star break. He was an All-Star last year. He's a very good pitcher when he's on. And Carlos Carrasco is another one that he could just sneak into winning a ton of games. The Mets have a good lineup. When Carrasco was pitching for the Phillies, he was like their second starter on a fairly competitive team. So that was 3 years back. I think the Mets pitching staff is better than the Yankees.
Okay, that's fine.
Now, we're talking bullpen.
Now we're talking bullpen now next, and that would be
they
obviously
both suck.
No. The Yankees are very deep on their bullpen. They decided to keep like 54 pitchers. So, and they're all coming.
That's all base. Everyone in Major League Baseball has done that now. So if you looked at every roster,
well, now with the extended rosters, there's more pitching, and obviously, we talk about a Chapman who is by far the biggest heart attack every time he's out there. He's either throwing 104 and blowing guys away, or he's hanging sliders and they're taking it 500. You know what I mean? So I don't trust him. My guy is Jonathan Loaisiga. I love this kid. Yeah. I think he's the future closer of the Yankees. That's where I'm going with it. Chad Green, Clay Holmes, Peralta, Castro, Mike King. They have a decent back bullpen. Okay. The Mets, you're looking at Diaz, who, again, I think I compare the two, Diaz and Chapman, as heart attacks for both teams, because every time Edwin Diaz is on the mound, you're like, he's got some filthy shit. But then when he goes and he gives up a 2-run lead in the ninth, you're like, well, that's Edwin Diaz. You know what I mean? Like, so it's so up and down. Edwin, and then they got Seth Lugo, our old boy,
righted a lot of wrongs, man. Like, he came over in the Cano trade.
I agree, and it was a bust at first. You're like, holy shit. It was
not a good situation, and it's not easy to fix things in New York in real time. So you got to give him some credit.
No, absolutely. And then obviously they got Diaz, Seth Lugo, our old friend Ottavino, who I can't. Yeah, Scrub can't take him. So good luck with that.
He'll hang
they
a
have
slider
two former Yankees in their pen. Remember Chasen Shreve?
I do.
And he's in a Met now in their bullpen. So I would say the pen goes to the depth, and that gives me the Yankees edge.
Did you mention Trevor May?
I did not. I didn't see him.
I feel like that's for the Mets.
Oh, I don't know why I didn't see him listed. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe he may be hurt.
He's legit.
I don't know.
But
anyway,
I feel like that's a toss up as well. But really, when we're talking about bullpen, I think the most important factor here is while both teams have some talent in the bullpen, but how the bullpen is going to be used is very important in how the bullpen performs. I think that Buck Showalter is light years ahead of Aaron Boone.
Oh, I did write down manager, like
so,
Mets. Easily.
So when we talk about pitching staff,
front
and
office,
and that,
Mets.
Now we're gonna have Aaron Boone managing the pitching staff, and the Mets have Buck Showalter. So all the other factors that we're talking about, if so, be so, maybe not. I think that anytime that there's like a coin flip situation when we're talking about the Mets and the Yankees, you're going to have to lean towards the Mets because the guy making decisions for them is just clearly better than the guy making decisions for the Yankees.
So when Boone decides to pull Cole at 70 pitches on day one, you're like, oh, he had his stuff. It's no good. He's just his spin rate's down. And then he brings in Chad Green. He gets rocked. That's on Boone for taking him out too quick. You know, Boone is infamous for that. And look, we're calling for Boone's head. We all literally, I think Yankee fans were united and knew that Boone wouldn't be back. Like that was almost like a foregone conclusion. He is the first Yankees manager to not win a World Series and stay there like for over a decade.
So it's hard for me because I want to be excited about this Yankee team. I do think their manager holds them back. I also believe wholeheartedly that managing in baseball is gone. Like you have some really good managers, but largely the guys, like how teams are run right now is analytics, and it's coming from the computers. You know, Alex Cora is a great manager. Buck Showalter is a great manager.
Just said it. He said Boone is a talking head. Like people
he's
are up top.
He's basically
put him in
doing
now.
what he's told, and there's very little decision-making process that goes into what Aaron Boone does. I hate to see it, but that's where baseball has been headed for a while. I think managing a baseball team is more about the clubhouse in a lot of aspects nowadays, more so than the actual in-game situation.
Clubhouse guys.
Like I said, all this shit is done by analytics. You have analytics teams now. Thank Billy Beane for that.
I'm just saying,
great movie. You probably didn't like that one either, right?
I love that movie.
Is it so for now you're saying Aaron Boone's 100% World Series win or you're fired? It has to
he should have been last year, right?
Well,
should have been the year before that.
Yeah, but
he's the first Yankees manager. Here's the stat. First Yankees manager to not be fired after 10 years of not winning a World Series.
So what do you do?
Every other manager has done it. Well,
Girardi left. They gave Boone the keys
won a World Series
to a Ferrari, right? And basically, like, listen, you got one payment left on this Ferrari. You got a couple years to do it, and he hasn't done it.
No.
And every time you look at Yankee games, it's like it's the same with you saying is he taking calls from Cashman in the dugout or something?
I don't know what the hell they're doing, dude.
It's like they don't even believe that he's the coach.
We talk about the sign stealing technology. He might have something in his ear saying, "All right, you're going to do this now because analytics say to do this." The Yankees have gone so heavy on the analytics, it's disturbing, and it ruined the game of baseball.
How much more excited would you be right now going into this season if it was anybody but?
Very excited.
Aaron Boone.
Very, very excited.
And it's not because, like, we talk about it's a World Series or bust or World Series or fired for Boone. Probably, but this is probably the worst constructed team that he has going into a season outside of last year because they didn't have a fucking lefty bat at all. But this year it's been, they don't have a great roster to me. I feel like there's the Yankees.
Yeah, they do.
They don't have a great roster.
They actually do have a
They did not make any
roster.
moves. They did not make the right moves in terms of pitching. Where are they? They're really going into this as Severino as their number 2 hasn't pitched in a season and a half. I'm not buying it. I need to see more. Jamison Tyon.
So, all right. So, question coming in from Joe LaCorey.
Injury away on that rotation from fucking what?
Taylor Gooch is in second place, by the way. At the Masters update, plus 13,000, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, no, Joe LaCorey came in. So, all right. So, who's the best man? Who's the guy? Who's the next guy to take the Yankees to the promised land? What's it going to be?
AJ Hinch.
You want the cheater?
I want bro. What? Yes. What are we talking about? This guy wants to win at all costs. To me, that's Bill Belichick. I don't give a shit. I told you guys for the last couple months, like I'm all for it. If everyone else is doing it, just do it as well. Do it better. That's all. AJ Hinch, man, like that guy wanted to win so bad. He was like, I don't know what the fuck that sound is. He let it all go.
And I got a trash can I can borrow.
Tip my hat to that man while Brian Cashman's crying about it.
And they did nothing to take that away.
Guess who's got the chip?
Yeah. That'll be the ultimate spit in the face of the Astros, right?
Oh God.
You politics this for a year now.
I would take AJ Hinch in a fucking heartbeat.
I don't blame you.
I would take him over Correa and all the other guys because AJ Hinch is a piece of shit. And we need a piece of shit that doesn't care about what people think of him.
I get it. It's
listen, I'll get on board. I mean, I say the cheater because that's exactly what he was and labeled as. But if you think that he's going to be the guy, I'm for it. Toast says he's a player's coach.
Don't want Don Mattingly.
And the reason why you don't want Don Mattingly is because of a tarnished legacy. So this guy comes back to New York.
Mattingly in 3 years,
right? You're gonna
how are you gonna talk shit about Don Mattingly in the Daily
Who's
News?
the guy? Who's the Billy Martin? Right? He was fired like 15 times and shit.
But he also won a couple times.
He won some games. Yeah, he won some.
But he
games.
was also dealing with like a midlife crisis, George Steinbrenner, right? Like a psychopath.
Imagine that being your fucking boss.
He got fired in the middle of a game.
Oh my god!
And then rehired for like the next game.
We'll see. We'll see if the Yankees can get aggressive. But on paper, all right. So here's your
shout out to Billy Martin pulling the star player on his team mid-inning in the field.
Tried to fight him.
Reggie Jackson pulled him, called timeout, and took his right fielder out. Are you fucking nuts?
Tried to fight him.
That's a fight in any era, in any sport.
That's amazing, actually. All right, so let's hear it. I know we went over it yesterday with divisions and breaking down on World Series picks. Start with the Mets. How many wins?
93.
It's funny. I wrote down 91, but if DeGrom gets back at all, 94. He gives them those 3.
3 wins. DeGrom is worth a lot more than 3.
I'm talking about like at the back end of the season. Like if they pull, if he gets there in August, then he's only going to get 3 or 4, right? So those 3 will put them over the top.
I can't believe I'm about to do this, but I really do think that the Mets are going to finish with a better record than the Yankees. The Mets have an easier path. The Yankees
easier path. You see that division? What are you talking about? Easier path.
Who's that? What's their division? Them and
the Braves, the Nationals,
Phillies.
The Phillies are good.
Phillies are good.
The Marlins probably won't win any games, but like, come on, it's
I feel like the Yankees have a tougher road.
Yeah, I know. All those games against the Orioles really fucking break those banks.
Okay.
So the Orioles and the Marlins are each other's equals.
Toronto,
so it's literally the same.
Toronto, Boston, and Tampa Bay. Better.
Good. LaCorey coming in saying the best explanation ever because he's a piece of shit.
Show me the lie.
The under.
I feel like the Yankees
so you
are
got
like
him 94? No, you said 93.
93?
You said 93. I'm thinking 94 if DeGrom gets back, 91 if they don't. The Yankees, where you got the Yankees? They're, just so you know, Toast came in with the over-under. He knows it. It was 92 and a half.
101. No, they're going to win 91. Fuck.
I got the Yankees winning 93. I think that this team can produce some wins, and there will be some low-hanging fruit at the end of the year.
Basically, it's the Yankees and the Mets are like this.
I said it yesterday.
Like across the board, except for the manager.
Totally. Managers, easy knock. Easy knock. But, yeah, so whatever. I mean, it goes down tonight, boys and girls.
We didn't
and
talk
everybody.
about, we broke down their entire lineup.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But we didn't talk about, like, utility players.
I mean.
You got any fucking.
Utilities? I would say.
Bro, I came across.
Marwin Gonzalez.
What team is he on?
Yankees. Former Astro.
Former Astro.
Another piece of
shit. Current piece of shit, but
utility guys
my piece of shit now.
Where it's at.
So I came across a post that I every so often you come across a Facebook memory that doesn't make you
Honest
want to jump
day.
off a bridge. You know what I'm talking about? You come across your Facebook memories, and most of them are like, oh,
yeah. Why did I say that? Why did I talk like that?
That version of me existed one day. That's terrible.
Horrible.
But yeah, I saw a good one, and it was drop a utility player, right? So just drop a random utility player.
Oh no! Wait, hold on. Not breaking news, but my mom. This is why she's too much. Holy shit! I met Billy Martin back in the 80s at a sports bar.
Breaking
I
news.
was serving him drinks, and oh man, Mrs. Sturch seems like a blast to hang with. Joe wants her on the show. Oh my god. Hostile.
So
takeover.
about the point that I was making when
Sorry.
Dave had breaking news about Billy Martin's drinking habits in the 80s. I'm here to just drop a couple random utility players and see if you remember them.
Sure, this is fun. Go ahead.
And a team. Name a team that he played for. Desi Relaford.
Red Sox.
I'm sure he did. But I remember him being a Royal.
Desi Relaford. Holy shit.
What about like a Junior Spivey?
Dude, All-Star. He was All-Star once.
Once.
Right? Ready? This is funny. Funny you bring this up. That I didn't have any plans
so boys
for.
and girls in the comments, just drop any utility player in honor of opening day today. We want to hear about all the super sub players that we got going on.
I did write down a couple. Bip Roberts from 86 to 98.
I'm gonna go back. I want to go to that post actually and find.
So anyway, like random players.
Comments.
Dude, ready for this one? I'm gonna steal the show on this one. Right? Do you remember how good for a little while Sean Green? Outfielder. Mess.
He was
Dodgers,
he was bona fide star at one point.
Star, right?
Legit, yeah.
100%.
Talk about falling off the fucking face of the earth, though.
You know who also might still be playing somewhere in a minor league system?
Julio Franco.
Yes. I promise you, he did not look at my notes, dude. That's so hilarious. He's like 50 years old. No, actually, he's probably 60 years old at this point. But that's hilarious that you say his name. There was a couple guys that just jumped out at me. Obviously, we're Yankee fans. Remember Eduardo Nunez, Noonie? Yeah, like he was there for a little while. He was a Red Sox at one point.
He actually stole third in the playoff.
I brought this up in Xavier Nady. Like
also a Yankee.
Also a Yankee. Milton Bradley.
What about like obscure? Not a star, but like a random baseball nickname, like
Bubba Trammell.
Bubba Trammell, but that might have been his.
That might have been his birth
I'm talking
name.
about like. Does anybody remember Carlos Lee?
Mo Vaughn coming from Jay
Carlos
Buhner.
Lee
Oh my God, Jay
El
Buhner.
Caballo. We got fucking.
Don't get off the random players thing because there's some gems coming in the chat right now. Louis Soho, Mo Vaughn, Jay Buhner. Listen, Toast. That Seattle lineup back then.
Carlos Lee,
A-Rod,
El Caballo. How could you diss that nickname?
A-Rod, Griffey, Buhner, Edgar. That team was stacked. That's the team I used to play.
What was the second baseman's name? For the Mariners.
For that team?
Yeah.
Dude, that team was stacked.
Was it Jeff Kent?
No.
At that time, it might have been.
No.
Jeff Kent a Mariner?
Wasn't he? Oh, wasn't it?
No,
what's his face? The guy who coached the Red Sox. Cora?
Yeah.
Cora was on that team.
Yeah.
So, dude, that team in itself was
Joey
incredible.
Cora, though?
Randy Johnson.
Joey Cora. Who's the Cora over in Boston?
Alex.
They both suck. So random obscure names that popped off my list. I said Bubba Trammell. Jeff Conine. Remember Jeff Conine? He was good for a little while. I found this one thing on, I think it was Bleacher Report. 1 year wonders. That guys that came out of nowhere. That came out of Kevin was it?
Kevin Moss.
Oh my God. Yes, of course.
Bro, I was at the game that he hit one like 5'10". It was Chiquita Banana Watch Day, guys. Still have it.
Chiquita, what?
You know how they give away things at the. I got a Chiquita Banana Yankees watch.
Come to Yankees
Chiquita Banana Watch Day
for Banana Watch Day.
480-foot fucking nuke.
I got 4 guys that I wrote down that you'll get a kick out of. I think. This one's not uncommon because of how good he was for a little while. The D Train, Dontrell Willis. He was absolute. He was on
my fantasy team.
2-time All-Star. I'm going to give you 3 other ones. How good and how much of a rocket was strapped to Travis Hafner? Do you remember him?
Pronk?
What?
That's Pronk.
What do you mean?
Bro, Travis Hafner his nickname is Pronk.
Well, there you go. Right? There's a nickname too. It's all
Do you know
together.
Something about Travis Hafner? Fun fact about Travis Hafner. Does anybody know what a sickle hacker is?
A sickle hacker.
A sickle hacker.
No
so
shot.
A sickle is the weapon or the thing that the Grim Reaper uses.
Okay.
Now, a sickle hacker is a guy that goes and cuts down wheat. So it's like an old school version of farming that the Vikings might have used when they took England, right?
Now we're getting history lessons.
Basically, you could go on YouTube, not now because I don't want to fucking any viewers to leave, but when you're done with this, type in sickle hacking competition, right? And basically, Travis Hafner was a national sickle hacking champion.
Wow.
And a sickle hacker, they just walk through the lawn and they have a big ass blade. And bro, when I say they go to work, Pronk. That's his nickname. Since I was about to talk about great nicknames in sports, Pronk. The fuck is that?
That's pretty good.
It's before
But
Gronk.
he had 1 year, 2006. People were just like, yo, this is the future of baseball right here.
Chris Davis.
I got Crush Davis. Yeah, he was good for a little while. Brady Anderson. So Brady Anderson, and I know we already talked about this when we were talking about some of these players. 50 home runs in 1996. 50, right? Do you know how many he hit the year before that?
10.
15. He went from 15 in a time 96, 97, 98 when steroids started to become prevalent. All of a sudden, Brady Anderson goes from 15 to 50 bombs.
Fun fact about that season, right? Tino Martinez had 30 home runs at All-Star break, finished with 44. That was the year that the great that was like the Bam Tino, right? That's when the Bam Tino was born. Great year. The Yankee fans fell in love with Tino that year.
Love Tino.
I thought he was going to hit
boy Bobby's
60
favorite
when he
player.
had 30 at All-Star break, and he finished with a paltry 14 more post-break, which is actually still really good.
Yeah.
So, you know what's funny is one of the years that, I think it was the same year Brady Anderson had 50 home runs when the Yankees played the Orioles. I think it was in the playoffs. It was the golf club Bernie Williams got when he hit the home run.
Was that the Bernie? The Jeter one where the guy stole the ball?
That was 96. Jeffrey Mayer.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Mayer, who was hired and planted in right field, by the way, according to some conspiracy theorists.
Let's hire this 7-year-old.
Oh, wait, hold on. Tiger Watch.
He's
breaking. $20. There it is. Look at that.
Oh, it's back.
It does work. I didn't like that.
Kyle,
Thanks,
thank
Kyle.
you for popping our cherry.
Guys, you literally popped the cherry of a super sticker, which, by the way, you can donate to the show, which is incredible. In real time, as you're watching the show, you can actually donate to the show. So thank you, Kyle.
If
Kyle did that,
if that is in fact what it is.
Kyle did that.
I don't even know. He just
listen. I'll tell you why Kyle did that, and this is why they do that on like Blogging the Boys. These guys, they want to make sure their comments are told and talked about, right? So this is what it looks like, ladies and gentlemen. Just so you know, that's a super sticker coming from Kyle Kerms. $20 he donated to the show. So thank you, Kyle. But he also does this. Brings in the news. Tiger Watch, 4 straight pars, sitting at even. Leader is just 2 under after 8. Ladies and gentlemen, Tiger has a chance. Tiger has a chance. Chris Payne also saying, breaking, Tiger Woods still even.
If
Tiger Watch, baby, let's go.
If Tiger's in the hunt on Sunday, I'll figure out something to go do Sunday while Dave's in Alaska, because that'll be fun.
Yes, Ashley, you can send money. So there's ways to do it. So please, every time. So for every time, here, I got an idea, Ashley. Here we go. Every time you say first, you put $5 in. So there you go. $5 a show. You too can send money. Anyway, there's one more name I have to get to after the Brady Anderson thing. Ready? I'll give you a trivia. You didn't look over here, right? Like, so you know. All right. So here's the trivia. So Sosa, Bonds, McGuire, they're all hitting bombs in 1998. This player was unheard of to hit 38 home runs while everybody else was in the 50s and 60s. He was like the next big thing, and he would hit 38 bombs in 1998. This is
38 bombs.
38 bombs in 1998 when that wasn't.
I need a little more context
because you're again. Yeah, read
so all I'm gonna say, I didn't write down a lot of stats. Maybe somebody's about to jump the gun.
Randomly, any player in baseball, American League, National League, give me something to narrow this down.
The National League.
So 38 home runs, and this is just a guy that fizzled out right after the 38.
Right after, well, basically, just he became a decent player, but never did he ever touch these kinds of numbers again. Remember?
So did he
Craig
play?
Biggio?
No.
Did he play in Colorado?
Craig Biggio was great.
Craig Biggio was a whole thing.
Yeah, it's great.
Did he play in Colorado?
No. Because then you would think like Andres Galarraga or Larry Walker.
Larry Walker's got some of the best seasons ever. By the way.
Yeah.
Look at those Colorado.
I wonder if anybody's going to jump all over this. 38 home runs in 1998.
Was he on the Expos?
Don't Google it, cheaters.
Yeah, not on the Expos, no. I'm just going to give it to you because it's going to be impossible, and you're going to be like, oh, wow.
Jeff Bagwell.
No, Jeff Bagwell was my favorite non-Yankee almost ever. I was a big Jeff Bagwell guy.
I always hated him.
So, right. The name of this player who hit 38 home runs in 1998, Jeremy Burnitz.
My next guess.
Yeah. I was just about to fucking say Jeremy Burnitz.
But anyway, so that's a fun fact that
I'm
was
gonna
just
drop
hitting bombs.
I'm gonna redo this because Dave had some names, but I got one of the things that I do.
How about this one? Super sticker from the birthday boy, $4.99.
What a piece of shit! You couldn't throw 5, bro.
The chop top.
What are you, fucking AJ Hinch? No,
yeah,
I
Kyle
appreciate you, buddy.
money.
It is his birthday, and he's sending us gifts. This guy, man, I take it back.
Thank you so much, Chris. We appreciate you. But yeah, now that's the thing. Now that we're over 1,000, these are options that we get to
has
choose.
Has anybody overtaken the best nickname in all of sports yet? And that is Rich Hill. Now he's the pitcher for the Boston Red Sox. And ladies and gentlemen, if you do not know what his nickname is,
wait, don't give it away. Richard Hill.
Richard Hill.
Okay.
Dick Mountain.
That is his nickname.
So they had players there, and I know if
That's
you've listened to this
amazing,
podcast or this show, I should say, but back when we were a podcast, we had a conversation about nicknames, the greatest nicknames.
Ready for this? Super sticker coming in 99 cents from Scoopaloo. Appreciate you, Scoop.
But Rich Hill's nickname, and on the Players Weekend where they're allowed to put their nicknames on the back of their jerseys, it was D. Mountain. Shout out to Rich Hill, the GOAT, forever goated for that, even though you're a Red Sox and a scumbag now. You have the greatest nickname in all of sports history. You can't beat it.
So we've seen Kyle drop 20. Do we have 30? 30. Just stay on the show. Just be like, all right, who's going to be next? No, it's great. We really appreciate that. That's really awesome of you guys to do that on a beautiful, beautiful baseball opening day. Oh my God, I can't believe it.
Chris Payne's joke. I don't think anybody picks up on it because now I'm also geriatric.
I'm on a fixed income.
He's on a fixed income because he's old now. He's 40s.
Yo, you got your double ARP, AAR. Remember that? Wow. I remember I was trying to read the absolute eyewear read and actually record that. I said double ARP. I was like, it's definitely just AARP. Like nobody says double A, nobody, and I did it. So I'm wondering. So he's also close to Social Security too. Chris Payne on his way. So guys, enjoy opening day. Baseball is back, baby. I'm very excited. We're very excited. Let's go Yankees. Tomorrow on the show, I believe Kyle will be coming in to sit right here as the producer over there. We'll be manning a seat over there. I'm sure Dino will be back as well. I'll be gone. Wish me luck. I'm going on across the nation, going to hang out with Bailey, going to hang out with Toast.
Oh God. Kyle said he'll send another 20 if you could get a soundbite about you talking about how real and hard the salary cap is and how they overpaid for Dak.
So let me tell you how bad Dak Prescott is. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, for Sturch and Gooch, and of course Rob filling in, making the opening day roster, and of course for the intern. When are you done? When is this over? No. We got to work on the extension.
He doesn't have a mic. Anthony, A4, the intern, it should be done. He's done in the day he graduates. April 29th is your graduation?
Here, bring the mic closer to you. I'll just turn you up, dog. Go ahead.
So you remember when you did the mid-season
review? Yeah, I had to do a review for it. Yeah.
The final one is the 29th. So
that's it.
I would assume. That
wow.
Yeah, that's it.
Here comes that.
Tune into what is it? Amazon Prime tomorrow and watch Luis Severino try and climb Dick Mountain. Saturday at 1 p.m. on
Kyle says he will
Amazon
be here.
Prime.
So a big show coming up. Kyle will be in the house for a big NBA slate. The guys, it's down to like 2 games. I know baseball's kicking off, but we got Yankees opening day tomorrow. Full NBA slate. It's going to be fun. Join us tomorrow. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Share the show. We want to thank the people that came on here and donated some money for the show. That's really awesome of you guys. What now? Oh boy, Scoop coming in. I'm driving you to the airport, but I'm also going with a specific type of explosive.
Because he's a terrorist.
I did ask him for the ride to the airport. I did ask him. I was like, yo, can your car bomb loving ass drive me to the airport? Listen, these are all jokes. They're gonna put me on the no-fly list. I'm telling you, this is it. This is where it happens.
Congrats, bro. You made it. You don't have to go anywhere ever.
Oh my God.
That would be like a dream come true to me.
Oh, no, it's not because I need to get places.
Ashley sending me Airbnbs to like the Hamptons.
Ashley says it won't let her send money. Oh, well, you can always just Venmo us. So if you want to do that.
Yeah, we accept Venmo, Cash App, and I'll see you later. You could just hand me money.
Oh, wait, is it?
No, tomorrow's baby day.
Ah, damn it. I thought it was today. Oh, well, tomorrow's Friday. So yeah, definitely baby day. All right. Take care, everybody. For Sturch Gooch.
Fuck you, left.
And of course, yeah.
Fuck out of here. Hate on my fucking shit.
I'm hating all over it. We'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll see you guys back here Monday.
Fuck off. Baby.
Oh, shit.